This is the greatest witch hunt in the history of our country.
The battle over impeaching President Donald Trump is heating up with more witnesses, testimony, and documents to come. First up, the New York Times is reporting there may be a second intelligence official preparing to blow the whistle. According to the Times, this person has more direct knowledge of Trump's dealings with Ukraine and is now considering whether to file a new complaint. The report says this official has already been interviewed by the intelligence community watchdog, who deemed the first whistleblower's complaint was urgent and credible. Their anonymous account that Trump sought to strong-arm Ukraine to dig up dirt on his political rival Joe Biden kicked off an impeachment inquiry. On Friday, Inspector General Michael Atkinson testified privately to Congress about how he established the whistleblower's credibility.
What did he say on that front?
He made a very compelling case.
It wasn't immediately clear whether Atkinson told investigators a second official was weighing filing a complaint of their own. Meanwhile, a major escalation from Democrats on Capitol Hill after the White House ignored a deadline to voluntarily hand over materials for the impeachment inquiry. House Democrats have subpoenaed the White House for a trove of documents that could shed light on President Trump's July phone call with the leader of Ukraine. 2 days after telling reporters,
will you cooperate with those subpoenas?
Well, I always cooperate.
It's now unclear if the Trump administration will cooperate.
I don't know, that's up to the lawyers.
The White House says the subpoena changes nothing and is a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. But Democrats say Trump has chosen the path of defiance, obstruction, and cover-up, and are warning further resistance would itself be considered evidence of obstruction. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo missed his deadline for a separate subpoena to provide other Ukraine documents, but is not completely dodging Democrats.
State Department sent a letter last night to Congress, which is our initial response to the document request. We'll obviously do all the things we're required to do by law.
But he still thinks the Ukraine investigation is
some silly gotcha game.
In a series of tweets, Trump defended his comments and lashed out at critics, including Mitt Romney, one of the only Republicans in Congress to criticize the president's calls for Ukraine and China to investigate his political rivals. Trump tweeted, "This is a fraud against the American people."